to their career.
The perfect combination, boy.
Hip hard legends in the South.
This is sports fans' only home for the hottest sports show around. These guys are on fire.
You're now listening to KJ and Shawn Mack. Now let's talk some damn sports.
Welcome back to another episode of Last Take with your host KJ and Shawn Mack. What's the deal, brother? How you doing?
Not much. Just want to, you know what? Let's give ourselves a round of applause because we've been doing well lately.
You always got to do that, man. You got to warm it up for us. For
now
our
let's
fans,
be serious. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, real quick. Move your head over a little bit. Just want to show our fans. Yeah, there you go. That classic Pac-Man right there. If you guys haven't played that right there, Shawn, how many of those you got? Like four?
4, yeah.
Yeah, man, that man has a little mini arcade in his house. I love going over there. We have cookouts and stuff like that. He has all those set up. Beautiful thing. Drinks, food, other stuff I won't talk about. But yeah, great time.
Everyone's invited. Holla at me.
But anyway, today is a little different. We're gonna talk about Vincent Jackson. I'm pretty sure most of you guys heard about this. It happened about a week ago now, right? I think it happened
maybe a little bit over a week. Yeah.
I think it happened not this past weekend, the weekend before. And before my throat got all messed up, we had planned on doing it right away. But I actually wanted to let a few things get out first, more information about the case and things like that before we actually spoke on it. So just a little recap. He was found in his hotel room. Apparently, he was in there for 3 days straight. They sent, I forget what it's called when they send the hotel health and well check or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Health welfare check, health and welfare check. They sent some people up there to see if what was going on, because people were calling. He wasn't answering his telephone. He was supposed to be at certain events. He wasn't there. People started getting worried, and they went up there and they found him in a chair, slumped over. No signs of foul play, anything like that. They said he had a little laceration on his toe, but other than that, he was just slumped over, and he passed away, unfortunately. They're saying 3 days before that. Now, his people, his family and stuff like that came out, and they shed some light on a few things that I think the public really didn't know about. Now, apparently, he was an alcoholic, a really big alcoholic, and he suffered from multiple concussions. So they said he was going through a lot of symptoms dealing with concussions. So me and Shawn Mack actually had a show about this about a month ago or something like that. We were actually talking about concussions and things of that nature. And once again, here we go. Another NFL player, by all accounts, great dude, just suffered from, now I don't know if he was self-medicating, because that's a big thing. People go through those concussions, and the alcohol actually helps. So when you drink, some of the symptoms go away.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was the case or if he had that during his NFL career. Just a side note, he had 57 touchdown passes in his NFL career, and most of that was playing without a great quarterback. I don't even know the quarterback he played with down there in Tampa. But, by all accounts, after his playing career, he was happy. He wasn't sad. He retired. He had a real estate agency that he started halfway through his career. He had a charity that he ran. He was really proud of it. I don't think anybody saw this coming. So I just want to know your thoughts. And
first, I would like to send my condolences to his family. Second, I would like to tell him, rest in peace. Now, when I heard about him, I questioned, did he drink himself to death from alcohol poisoning? Or did he drink so much to where his body, his liver, his kidneys just couldn't take it, and he expired and gave out? I don't think it really matters, but it was just something that I wanted to know and inquire about. Because if it was the first thing, I'm thinking maybe whatever problems he was going through, it was just a little bit too much, and maybe he wanted to do it. You can't drink yourself to alcohol poisoning on purpose. Second, it got me thinking about a lot of people that has passed away. And this is similar to the concussion and to the other things that we talked about, where we look at them as superhuman beings, but they're regular people just just like the people in society. They're part of us. They just happen to be seen and a little bit more famous than your average American and human being. So I took a look. We know some of the names. I wanted to just see how many people did die from just drug overdoses and things like that. And I got a little list. I only did 4 people from each of the major sports. Len Bias at 22, basketball player, died from cocaine. Eugene Lipscomb, 31, played in the NFL, died from cocaine. Michael Carr Bays at 24, he was a jockey, so he rode horses. He died from cocaine and prescription drugs. Derek Bogard at 28, played in the NHL, died from alcohol and prescription drugs. Another stat, in 2020, 70,000 Americans died from drug-induced overdoses. 30% of those deaths were opioids. Now, that's the crisis that our kids are going through. We went through crack and heroin with being the primary drug of overdosed people in America. But now it's the opioids. So you get an injury, you have a little pain somewhere in your body, and they prescribe these things. Since the company has been sued about the opioids, they've pretty much cut it out. And I have firsthand knowledge of this because, just to let you into my life, I had an appendix that got infected, and I was maybe 30 hours away from septic setting in. Talking to the public, not K. K knows this. So I thought after surgery they would give me, I've been in surgery before, I had a lung collapse. After that, they gave me all types of Percocets and all types of pills. They didn't give me one type of opioid in the hospital. They only gave me Tylenol 4, strong prescription Tylenol. They didn't prescribe any of it when I got out. So when I got my prescription filled, it was none of the pain relievers that we're used to in the past. It was Tylenol 4s. We need to recognize that they are human beings and they're struggling that sometimes just like we are, and they lean on certain things to help them get through, but it can kill you. That's all I got to say about it. It's just a sad story. I hate that we got to deal with this as a society, but the only way I think we can deal with it and better it is to help each other out. Talk to someone when you have a problem. Get help when you have a problem. I like to sip on a little beer here and there, maybe more than average, pretty sure more than average, but I kind of can maintain it. And if I had a problem, I would run and get help. Will that help? I don't know, but that's the first thing into solving the problem is looking for help and speaking with your loved ones about your issues. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and I have a point I want to make, and I'm going to touch on a few different aspects, and I think it all ties in with what's going on in sports and just in the world in general. So you notice all these pro athletes that one drug thing after another, like you said, pills. Now, whether they're doing it recreationally or they just got hooked because whatever the case is, it all comes down to money, man. This is a America problem. People who are greedy and they're just worried about making money. They don't care about those football players. They just want them on the field. They don't really care. They're going to pump them up with as much drugs as they can so they can perform. And once they're done, for the most part, now you have some owners that'll reach back and help players and stuff like that. We talked about that as well. But for the most part, once you leave those doors, you're no longer under contract. You're done. They don't care about you no more. And it's all about money. And then I also wanted to talk about the music. Now, me and you, we used to make music together. We're even dabbling in it right now. But music, we have a culture where music totally glorifies drugs. I know because one of my favorite songs back in Dr. Dre, the whole album was called The Chronic. So when you have popular celebrities, people like Future is an artist who solely talks about doing drugs and things of that nature. Do you know Future doesn't do any drugs?
I heard about that. Yes.
He does nothing. He doesn't even drink.
Yep.
So for somebody to be promoting that and doesn't do anything, and I say all this to say, because this isn't a music show, look at TV, all the men going to get beers and just we live in a drug culture. And it's crazy to me when people are surprised when people are doing drugs. I mean, the culture is based on drugs in every aspect. I don't care, politicians, movie stars, Wall Street, cocaine, and everybody is doing drugs, and we're just in a society. I don't know how to change it. I don't know how that changes. That's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day. But quick thing, Josh Gordon, did you see he wants to come back? He wants to go play in this league that Johnny Manziel's in now, some arena league or something like that.
I seen him.
This is a prime example. This man has been caught taking drugs, I think it's 6 or 7 times.
Wait, I have to stop you there.
Uh-huh.
It's not been drugs. If the NFL did what the NBA just did, this guy would still have a career.
And okay.
Because it was weed. No way that man should have been getting punished all this time for weed.
No, he shouldn't have been getting punished. But I'm just mean the man's obviously has a problem with smoking.
Yeah, he don't want to stop smoking weed. Maybe he plays the wrong sport.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is, and he just can't stop. And I can relate. There's been times in my life where I felt that way.
Put my hands. Oh, guys.
What's that on Family Guy? When put the heads down. But I mean, I get it. But like I said, it's the culture that we're in. I'm really saddened by Vincent Jackson. He was I forgot he played on San Diego. That's when he had his most impact in the NFL, and he was drafted in the 2nd round. He had about, what was that, like 6,000 something yards when he was there. I think he was there with
that was Phillip Rivers' favorite target for at least 5 years, 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, I think even LaDainian Tomlinson was on those teams with Vincent Jackson. So,
yep.
He was a really
all of them.
He had a really good, accomplished career, and it's just really sad to see that happen. We got to wait for the toxicology report to come out. So we'll drop a little breaking news once that happens, and maybe we can dive into it a little bit deeper. But we just wanted to touch basis on the whole Vincent Jackson story. We felt we needed to come on here and talk about it and just shed a little light on it and pay the man his respects. He was a great football player. By all accounts, he was a great human being. So
rest in peace. Rest in peace. And once again, speaking to the audience, if you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, share, leave a comment. We love it. We appreciate it. Okay. I don't mean to dwell all into your family and put your business out there, but my family, like my uncles and on my dad's side, I'll be real, had problems with drugs. So it's been going on forever, right?
Definitely.
They were pretty much raised up middle class family. Didn't really have to do the things that some of them did. But I don't know, Kay. I think we have to look in the mirror individually, not as a society, but as individually. And if you got a problem, talk about it. You know what I think will solve all problems? And I said this before. I'm not sure if you know my stance on this. I feel when you're born, you should be appointed a lifetime psychiatrist to go to talk to if you have issues, because we don't like bringing up issues sometimes to people that we know because we feel how they might feel about us or judge us after they learn of our problems and our insecurities. But most drug problems, in my opinion, come from the insecurities that are inside a person, self-medicated, like you said. Until we deal with the issues that we have inside of us, we will never make progress on the drug issue, because everyone is like a dirty little secret that no one wants to talk about, but we got to talk about it. And we're doing our part right now, just putting out our vibration into the atmosphere, into the universe, and hopefully more people do it, hit the ears the right way, and spread the word. But this will be a fight until the end of humankind. We just have to deal with it and find out a way to deal with it before it kills you, right?
Yeah, that's basically it. And it would help if, I don't want to say our government, whatever entity is in charge with not allowing narcotics into the country, because let's be fair, it all comes through the ports for the most, the big huge shipments for tons and tons.
You're beating a horse the size of King Kong now.
Yeah, exactly.
The size of King Kong.
But until that happens, it's never gonna It's never gonna go nowhere.
No, but then that revolves around what? You said it earlier. The moolah.
Yeah, exactly.
The
And
money.
we
It
all
will
know
never
what
change, and we know.
exactly.
Would we change if we was in that situation and had the billions coming in?
If I'll be honest with everybody, if I was raised up in that lifestyle and from a young age, and I just knew that's life and that's how I got my money, no, I wouldn't stop. That would be my life.
If
You
I
know
was
what I mean?
Pablo Escobar's little cousin,
No, I mean, but
it's what we do. It's the business
that's what we
in.
do. Yeah,
Because they look at it like, well, you got the pharmaceuticals, they're
yeah,
legal.
yeah, man. You get desensitized from it all. And
Yeah,
once you get desensitized, you can do anything. There's
yeah,
nothing
and
you
that's
can't do.
definitely, like you said, it's a world problem, but it's a bigger American problem.
No, definitely is.
We love
America
money
loves their drugs,
and we
and
love
they
drugs. The
bring them
rich,
drugs.
the thing about drugs is it expands all diversities and all means of living.
Yep.
You're poor, drugs. Middle class,
Yep.
drugs. Rich, more drugs.
Yeah. Oh, they just try to vilify certain ones because certain drugs belong to certain
Communities.
communities, but it's all the same.
But you saw what happened when the opioids hit a certain part of the community in America, that it became
all of a sudden it's
they dead it.
They have a disease and we got to
It's
help
a
them.
disease now.
Yeah.
Guess in the
Before they were
80s
just
and crack and my peoples was on it. It wasn't a disease. It was a choice.
it was a
They
choice, and
made to be a drug addict.
they were animals and uncivilized.
That's a talk for another day. But
Yeah.
hold up. Wink, wink.
And before we get out of here, if there is anybody that's listening that has some type of drug problem or something like that, I know there's numbers you can call. Google Alcoholics Anonymous, or they have all types of drug programs. Google it, and if you really have a problem and you want to change, there's help out there, but you got to help yourself.
Yeah, I'm willing to talk to you.
Yeah, we can bring you to the water, but we can't make you
drink it.
So
no.
So anyway, this is Sports Fans Only. I am your host, KJ. That's Shawn Mack. Actually, this is Last Take, but this is Sports Fans Only. I'm KJ. That's Shawn Mack, and this is
Sports Fans Only.